All right, what's up, everybody? This is part two of the Toe Talk Break Room podcast. We had a little bit of technical difficulties previously. We weren't able to finish our conversation. It looks like we have somebody else trying to jump in. If he cannot get it to work this time around, he might be shit out of luck. I'm Judge. I am your host today. Today we have Crazy Toe, Danny, Hop Along Boomer, Mike, Carl, and we're just gonna call him the rookie that's having issues here. Fucking rookie. Anyways, without further ado, we can go ahead and hop back in. I think we were getting ready to interview Boomer with how the industry has impacted his life for the better or worse, so to speak. I am not sure where he went. So I guess we'll go to Mike here since he looks like he's ready to talk your ears off. Mike, go ahead.
What'd I do?
I
I
don't
didn't do
know.
it.
I mean,
It
you're a
wasn't
tow
me.
operator. I mean, you did do it apparently. I mean,
Uh,
what brought you here today? I guess since we're not sure where the fuck Boomer went.
I mean, just to hang out with my other family. Sit there, bullshit, hear the stories. See if anybody needs to talk about anything.
All right. What is one thing that you have learned about hanging out with us here at the Toe Talk Break Room? What is one thing that you've learned, or maybe one thing that has helped you out as a person or as a better operator?
I mean, I haven't really been in this group very long, so as of right now, I would say not really much besides giving myself more contacts to learn from.
So, I know with me personally, and I mean, anybody here, feel free to chime
I
in,
did.
hang out, bullshit. For me personally, here at the Toe Talk Break Room, it is, like you said, it has given me more of an opportunity to talk to other operators, to talk to people about the same things I've had to deal with, because I know that this industry isn't easy. And there is a lot of times, like, especially after, a fatality accident or, a stressful day or just something along those lines, to come home and just shut myself away from everybody and just hope to hell I can go to work again tomorrow just to deal with the same bullshit. With here, it's actually given me the outlet, that I can go up to you and say, hey, look, this is the bullshit I've had to deal with today. And actually be able to go out and, go to the bar, when I'm off shift or certain things like that. Am I right?
Yeah, I mean, there's no need to sugarcoat anything or try to explain something in a way that you would try to explain the operations that we would do on the side of the road or situations that we would be in to somebody who is not a tow operator.
Right.
They might not understand it.
Right. All right. Well, appreciate it, Mike. Hey, Carl.
What's up?
So before we had that technical difficulty, if the viewers go back and watch part one of this podcast, we'd noticed that you had stopped on the side of the road just after mentioning that we stop off on the side of the road to make sure people are okay as a day-to-day courtesy. Tell me a little bit about
Right.
what you experienced in that, 5 or 10 minutes of asking that um, community member on the side of the road.
essentially got out just to make sure he was good, see what the situation was, what was going on. Turns out he was overheating. He already had somebody on the way to come pick him up, and also to make sure that he was in a safe enough area. I mean, I know that part of the road, so I know it's not too bad, especially at this time of night. But I still wanted to make sure that nothing was going on physically with him or anything was going on there. Just a little bit of car trouble, just overheating, and he had somebody on the way to come take care of him.
And I would only assume that he did thank you for, stopping and making sure he was okay, correct?
Incorrect. He actually didn't.
Okay. I see. That's
Believe it or not, he
that's
looked at me like I was crazy, like a
well,
lot of people do out here.
that's why we're here, and we're trying to show the community what we deal with. That's like what we were saying earlier about taking you know the community's stress and frustrations out on us as operators. So Theo wasn't here in episode 1, but Theo is here now. Theo, do you have a moment to talk, sir?
You got to give me a couple minutes. I got to put my truck away.
All right, sounds good. We'll come back, Danny. Looks like you have your wife with you today.
Yeah.
So would she like to chime in on the partner in crime aspect as to how the community has impacted, or how the towing has impacted her life?
How has it impacted your life with me being a tow operator?
Special.
Good, bad,
Louder.
ugly.
Stressful.
Okay. How so?
Because you never know if he's going to come home at night.
All
Other
right.
than that, it's because he's out there supporting others, helping them when they're down, putting
Have
himself out there to be supportive.
have you ever have had the need for a tow minus having to call your husband? Maybe
Once when I was in a car accident.
tell me about that interaction with the tow operator. I'm assuming I'm just gonna go out on a limb here, and I'm gonna say that he showed up, told you who he was, explained what he was gonna do, and then you never thought about him again. Am I right?
Yeah, but he was kind of a little more of an ass.
Yeah. Most of us try to not bring our problems from one job to the next. I'm sure everybody here can agree that that's one of the biggest things that we try to do is not.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
I didn't give him a hard time though, because I kind of expected that he was going through something hard, so I just let it be.
Right. Danny, if you could give the general public one piece of advice about the towing industry on a more of a positive note, what would that piece of advice be to make our lives better?
So, for the community and for the public, we are here as the same as your first responders, police department, fire department, and stuff like that to help out. I mean, yes, we don't do as much as the officers and the fire department and paramedics do, but we're there to help out when we're needed. And on that aspect of is when you see us out there um, helping others, helping fire department and stuff like that. It would help out a lot if you guys would slow down, move over when you see our lights and everything, so we can all go home safely to our families instead of end up having to plan a funeral or something for one of our fellow operators. It doesn't matter in which district or anything like that. I mean, we're all family and everything, and you just need to slow down and obey the law and proceed with caution pretty much, and just go on with your day and try to make it as best as possible.
Right. Hey, Carl. if you could give the general public a piece of advice, what would that piece of advice be?
A big one, I mean, goes with what Danny was saying about the slow down, move over. If you see amber flashing lights, pay attention to them. If you see four ways going, even pay attention to them. Slow down, move over, give the person some space. Otherwise, just take a step back. When we're doing our jobs, let us do our jobs. We've got a routine. Um, for example, throwing it neutral, not even telling us, that could roll or have a car roll over us. There's just a bunch of different aspects. The best way to put it is just take a step back and we'll take care of it.
All right. Mike,
Yes.
piece of
mean,
advice to the
to
general public.
again, along with what Danny and Carl were saying, the move over and everything, like I see it a lot. People don't pay attention, people don't move over. And again, to what Carl was saying, when we do get on scene, wherever you are on the side of the road, in your driveway, in a field, when we get there, don't touch your vehicle. Hand us the keys if you're able to, and let us take care of it. Just step back and enjoy the show, if you would say.
And with that being said, you know, you show up to tow my car. I have a $80,000 Mercedes. You're a complete stranger. I hand you my keys. How do you react if somebody wanted to ask you questions on the process? You know, maybe they're interested in becoming a tow operator themselves, so to speak.
Explain the process to them. Explain the equipment, what we're grabbing, why we're hooking up to these locations underneath their vehicle. Um, you know, we whether you have a $500 car or a $500,000 car, we're going to treat it the same. We're going to treat it as if it's our pride and joy. It's just how we look at it. We don't want any other damages to the vehicle, to us, or to the customer. It's safety first overall.
Right.
I mean, if we are explaining something on how we're doing something and everything, if the customer wants to know, um, pay attention from a distance. Don't be over our shoulder. Give us our space.
All right. Um, Boomer, are you still with us, sir? Nope. Theo, Crazy Toe, are you ready to talk? He's like all getting mentally prepared because holy shit, I have to talk in
Oh,
front of a live crew.
oh, fuck off. How about you go do something?
Oh, he's sitting there like, oh man, what if he asks me a question? I don't know what I'm doing. No, I'm kidding. So
Really?
Theo, so what are the questions we asked in part one to this in the beginning? Number one is, how did you start in the industry? What brought you into the towing industry and into the towing community?
Oh, what got me into it was an old friend of mine worked for a local company doing roadside. Not wanting to change my pace, so I worked with him for over a year doing light service. And then I got to know a lot of the tow truck drivers, did some ride alongs with them, wanted to do it, but with the company I was at, I could not get into a tow truck till I was 21
Let
due to
me
insurance.
let me pause you there. So light services, you're referring to lockouts, jump starts, field deliveries,
Yeah,
etc.
light
Okay.
service. Yeah,
All right, go ahead and
and
continue.
due to insurance purposes of can't be in a tow truck till you're 21. So once I turned 21 is when I went to my boss and be like, I want to do the towing. I want to get into more of the towing part than roadside, the light service part, because I got bored of the light service part,
I think
doing
we all
battery
do.
calls and everything else. And I'm going on what, April will be 8 years at, is it 8 years? Yeah, April will be 7 years that I have done running tow truck.
All right. So the second question we asked in part one, and these guys can go back to hear everybody else's answers if this is the first video that they've seen. We do have part one. What safety equipment do you have on your truck? I see that your truck's right there behind you. Would you mind showing the community some of the safety equipment you have on one of your trucks?
I can show you on my other truck because I don't have a safety cone. Because normally what we do on all our trucks is we do have a safety cone that we do stick out a distance for highways.
Okay, so we have
Which,
cones, safety jackets. I know Carl
yeah,
showed you his safety lights on episode one. If those of you guys want to go back and watch that, you guys are more than welcome to.
yeah, I do have guardian. I do have a couple guardian angels
And
that are
that
actually
guardian
not on this
angel, just
truck.
kind of show you guys. Danny, go ahead and show up that guardian angel one more time for the viewers.
Yeah, my guardian angels are actually in my pickup at this time.
Well, what good they're gonna do for you there?
They're actually charging. They were both dead last night.
All right. So if you could give the community a piece of advice about the towing industry, what would it be?
Well, the
Safe.
biggest one everybody has brought onto it was to slow down, move over,
No, that
because
that is a big
where,
thing when it comes to us.
where I'm at, I've got multiple major highways, and the only time I see people move over are truckers. Other than that, it's watching my back all the time.
All right. How has the towing industry affected you personally? I want at least one positive, and if there's one negative, which I'm sure that there is, I at least want one of each.
Well, the only negative one was it ruined a relationship, but she moved on, I moved on to better people. Uh, Positive part, I just like the learning of it because right now, this company that I'm currently with, I run our 12-ton medium duty wrecker. The other companies I worked with, we had nothing but rollbacks. Later on down the road, I want to get into the heavies and learn all that.
All right. Boomer, looks like you're back with us, sir.
Yeah.
What's one piece of advice that you can give the community?
All right. Well, give me a advice topic.
Anything related to the towing community that you can give the general public?
Well, are you talking safety? Or are you talking work related, as
In
in to do?
in general, just one specific thing that if you had a megaphone talking to your entire state, what would you tell the entire state about the towing industry?
That when we're working on sides of roads, we're working with the community, that they need to be more aware of their surroundings when people are driving. Use caution, because if they were the ones that were stranded on the side of the road, and they see a semi or a car fly right up past us up by the white line, and they were standing there, they would see a perspective of what we see when they fly by, and we're helping another motorist stranded.
So, then, just another, one piece of advice is mainly just, use cautionary, be more,
Slow down, move the fuck over when you see lights is pretty
yeah,
much the gist of it.
slow
Okay.
over, use your, common sense to slow down if you have to go 20 or 30 under the speed limit. Who cares? Or stop the whole interstate. Who cares? But, use common sense to your surroundings.
All right. Well, I'm going to give you guys free mic for the next, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. Whatever you guys want to talk about. If you guys have anything to add, any comments, questions, concerns, um, it's pretty much free up to you guys. Go ahead and unmute and, start talking.
Boomer's still muted.
Yeah.
I'm
Just
talking about some topic right now.
just remember, guys, that we are live, so we do gotta, keep it somewhat, taken care of. But you know what? One question I do have actually, and I asked this earlier. The Toe Talk break room community as a whole. What is one thing for maybe the other tow operators that are watching? What is one thing that you guys can say about the Toe Talk break room community that keeps you here, that has changed you? I mean, I've already said my piece is, it's helped me get out of a depression and it helped, me, keep going for the, next week or even the next day. How has our community as a Toe Talk break room helped you? What have you learned? What has helped you mentally, physically, emotionally? I'm gonna go ahead and zoom out here, and if you guys are interested, the little green box, like what's around me right now, just shows who's talking, so you guys can keep a general view. But I'm gonna give you guys the mic. I want you guys to tell me, as the creator and founder of the Toe Talk Break Room, how I and the community has affected you guys.
All right, I guess I'll go first. So,
Not all you guys talk at once. I mean, shit, am I not doing a good job? I mean, fuck.
so with starting this up from the beginning, it gave me more people to talk to out of my area, got to know more people, learn different techniques from other tow operators, how they do it from different perspective and point of view. There's like like for you, Sean, on some cars, like you do loading up a car and trying to figure out the neutral safety switch and stuff like that, how to override. We're here to answer that as best as we can if we have done a vehicle like that already and stuff, because with all this new electronic stuff that's coming out, there's no books and stuff like that or diagrams on the internet that are showing any of it. So we got to learn from our point of view
Experience,
how
pretty
to do
much.
it. Yep.
learn from experience.
I will post when we're done with this. I'll post on on the Discord. There is an app. I think it's like $6
It's
for it.
$3, and it does not have anything
It-
past 2019.
Nope.
Because that app, you're talking to the neutral shift app.
Yeah, for the
Yep.
newer cars.
That is a user-based app, so all users can add to that app.
I did not know that.
Right.
It's constantly updated once a month, from what I've noticed.
Yeah, most most people don't even update it. Like on the newer Porsches, okay, to get them in the neutral manually with the push start button. If you don't have power, and even if you do have power, you have to hit the button so many times and end up moving the shifter, put it back in the gear to even override it. And if that doesn't do it, you have to have a special tool from Porsche to go down there underneath the hood on the transmission to manually turn it
And
into neutral.
it's just like the new BMWs with the electronic shifter. There is no neutral bypass other than climbing underneath the car and screwing in an Allen key.
Yep.
I don't know about you, but I'm not going to waste 5 minutes with an Allen key trying to figure out how to put the damn thing in neutral. That's what we have skates for. I'm sorry if I drag your,
on a low car.
Yeah, on a low
especially
car.
on a low car.
I know the Honda HRVs have that too on top of the transmission,
Yeah.
which means you
Yeah.
got to open the hood and dig
I
around on
think
that.
Chrysler, and I speak all forms of Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, they are phenomenal when it comes to their neutral bypass. I'm sorry, but that little pull tab thingy is just fucking phenomenal.
It is.
Yeah, he's over
The
there
thing
pointing at his
is,
wrist.
Now, if there's anybody watching this podcast that works for Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, mark the frickin' panel.
Yeah,
Right?
mark the fucking panel.
We could
I
be
mean,
spending 15 to 20 minutes to find your hidden panel.
Oh yeah.
I kind of understand why they don't.
I mean, I think we all
because
do
some
too
owners
for
will
theft.
see a red cord and go, "What's this doing?" Pull it and roll down a hill.
Bye-bye.
So
By
I
the
kind
way,
of get the perspective of not marking it.
So
oh.
mark it. Do not pull on hill.
Hey, it looks like we got. Looks like Shane's in the chat. He's asking where Theo went. Theo is right there, right next to me. I'm literally looking and pointing
Down the
right at him.
bottom of you.
Boomer, which is down here, he's finger banging orangutan or something. And then over there, oh, there he is.
There he is.
He's on the
He's
phone.
on
Oh, phone call.
And then we got Danny, which is 2 over. And then we got Mike, Carl, and then Boomer's down there now, muted and ran away. But guys, I mean, if you guys are a tow operator and you guys are watching this right now, join our Discord, come in, hang out, be a part of the family. We got giveaways going on. We got Live 360 GPS app. We have a lot of fun content. I mean, pictures, videos, just normal day-to-day bullshit of tow operators. I mean, I don't think anybody here has fought, argued, bickered, as a real fight. I think we've, jokingly, fuck you, I hate you, or jokingly, see, look at Danny. Danny, I have to give props to, along with all these other guys. But Danny has been here since day one. And Danny,
Yeah.
since we started this 2 weeks ago, it was just us in here bullshitting.
It was because
me, you, and there was one other person, and I can't remember. I don't think they're with us anymore.
no.
If they are, they're not very active.
Right.
But since day one until tonight, where we're doing our first live podcast on YouTube, how do you feel right now?
Good. I mean, we didn't expect it was going to take off as quick as it did. I mean, within the first week, we had over like 30, and now where we're sitting at, we have what, like 50 or so or more.
Right, and
I mean, we have we have people from on the other side of the country and everything on
Yeah,
here.
we
And,
have North. He's
yep,
from Britain, right?
yep.
Yep.
You know,
So
we
I
got a
mean,
couple
we
people up
got
there in Pennsylvania. I'm in Utah. We have Idaho,
California,
California,
Nevada.
Oregon,
Chicago.
Pennsyltucky.
Yeah.
Chicago. Yeah, we can't forget about Carl up there. What's going on, Jay? Welcome to the chat. We appreciate you being here. So Shane says, okay, can I tell he's so far away from the camera? I mean, he's as close as everybody else.
I'm not in a tow truck where it would be pitch black, which was seen in episode 1.
Jay, I'm going to assume that you're North, who we were talking about. He just comes up in the chat and he's like, "Yeah, I'm British." I'm assuming his ears were burning because we were talking about him.
See,
I was about to
so-
say, where's he at? Because you know,
So
it's probably
Oh,
morning over there.
so it's 10:08 here. So his time it would be what? It would be
508, somewhere around there.
he retracted his statement. I mean, I don't know what that means. Oh, we can't forget Florida. Yeah, we can forget about Florida. No. But no, guys, like I was saying, you know, for the tow operators that are watching that aren't a part of our community, we are a family. you know, we sit back, we bullshit, and we have fun.
Yeah, so when Sean started this, we're like, well, we'll just end up starting a thing because we were on TikTok live and he was sitting
Like
there
a
watching
fan.
that and end up muting a lady that was pretty much telling him how to live his life, vaping's bad and stuff like that. And I end up popping in and
Like 2
I
minutes
popped in
later.
after 2 minutes later, and I'm like, well, I need to go take out the trash. And all of a sudden, he ends up getting banned.
You might want to literally what you mean by that, because I don't need to get banned from YouTube now.
No, YouTube would just monetize you.
Yeah.
So I need to take my truck to the dump to dump the garbage out, and I'm like, well, I need to go take out the trash.
So Jay says he just woke up. It's currently 5:08.
Oh,
Yeah.
so yeah.
It's easy for me to keep track of his time because it's just 12:10 right now.
Right.
And he's 5 hours ahead of you.
5 hours ahead.
So, and yeah, Shane, you know, we'd love to have you, you know, come in the live podcast. I'd like to get new subjects to talk about weekly. Get more videos up. You know, maybe just for shits and giggles, we might not even do an actual, you know, general podcast. You know, maybe we'll just have the crew come down in the live and we just shoot shit like normal, give you guys a general idea of what it's like here in the family of the Tow Talk Break Room. You know, we call it Tow Talk Break Room because we talk about towing 99% of the time. But it's a break. I mean, you know, Carl's down there. It looks like he's about ready to pass the hell out. Theo's right there along with him. I mean, I've been bored all day because the phone hasn't rang. You know, I can still go for
No,
another
that's a
12
lie.
hours.
You had 2 calls today.
And I
You
used over
liar.
200 in fuel today.
Liar.
Oh, my bad. Oh, 2 calls. One didn't call me back because, you know, I quoted him too much money. But I'm sorry, I was not going to go 535 miles for a $50 call.
What?
Somebody called me about 9:30 this morning wanting me to go do a tow in Boise, Idaho.
You had an 8,000-pound forklift.
Yeah. That's the one that never called me back. Oh. So
Theo. How much does a forklift weigh?
No.
Over 10,000 pounds, depending on the size.
Depending on the size.
Do you know of a forklift
But
that
they-
weighs about 8,000 pounds?
Nope.
Pallet jack.
A pallet jack, he says.
Pallet jack weighs under 10,000 pounds.
I mean, there you go.
Forklifts start. They start at 10,000 pounds.
Yeah, they
If
do.
you guys if toe-ups that are watching this go into our pictures, and I posted a forklift that I loaded on the back of my flatbed that weighs over 10,000 pounds with dual tires on the front. If I would have went and weighed on the scale empty, then load that, I would have been probably about maybe 13, if that. I mean, it was heavy.
So, so, when it comes to tips of appreciation, in other words, when a customer tips you $5 or a can of soda or pop or whatever the fuck you want to call it, Coke, you know, just a general tip of appreciation. Does that not make your guys' day, the rest of the day, the best fucking day ever?
Yeah.
It does.
Hell yeah, that's another cup of coffee.
Right?
Exactly.
I did it was just an ordinary insurance call. And, it was an elderly couple, and she's like, hey, would you like a soda or something? And, of course, I have, my 58 ounce with me full, I'm going to say 90% of the time.
No.
I,
Hey, you just filled that too.
yeah, like what, an hour ago? I turned it down, and she's like, "No, here you go. It's on your front seat." And I'm looking at her, I'm like, "Okay, well, thank you." Well, here's the thing. That thing, hold on. That right there, my co-pilot rides with me everywhere. He dumped my drink all over the fucking the floorboard. Okay, give me just a second, guys. I'll get to your comments in just a minute. And I'm sitting here like, I need a fucking drink. And I guess I'm going to have to stop, but I have 4 calls stacked up. I'm like, fuck, I don't have time to stop. What am I going to do? Fuck yeah. Yeah. And it just, it's just the small things that make our days better. If you hand us a dollar bill and say, hey, this is all I have, I'm sorry. That dollar bill to me is another soda. I appreciate you and thank you for that dollar.
So
Exactly.
here's a question that came across. So you have a forklift with the forks down in.
So are you
Stuck in
referring?
a
You're
park.
referring to Jay's comment. Forklift stuck in park with the forks down. How are you going to attack it?
So on that perspective, okay, you'd hook up from the rear on the pin, and you would end up throwing your skates, pound them underneath the backside of the forks, and slowly pull it up on your bed.
So
So what?
here's what I would do when you're finished. Sorry, I thought you were done.
Oh, you're good. But because once you get your back tires far enough up, you can lift your bed up a little bit to get a board underneath the forks.
Oh my god, a phone call.
Oh, work's calling. Hold on.
Let's see. Is it a 6,000 pound forklift?
Shake the transit, pick it up and drag it up. Not too much you can do.
So on that, if you just hook up and drag it straight up, you risk breaking more of the forklift itself, because those things, they weigh so much. It doesn't take much to break those forks off.
So
It does
No,
not.
it really doesn't.
coming
Now,
from a
Danny,
mechanic standpoint, okay, the way
Okay.
I do it, and I mean, it varies company to company and customer to customer.
Right.
But I've worked on enough of those things. There's a pressure release valve that it's a T. I think it's a T35 if I remember correctly. It's a pressure
Okay.
release valve. If you get that and you unscrew it a quarter of a turn, you can grab a chain, go from the bottom to the top, and grab your ratchet binder. I mean, if you guys don't have a ratcheting binder, then
You
you
probably
guys
should
are
get
missing
one.
out. You should get one. But I would wrap a chain around it, and I just sit there ratcheting on that ratchet binder, and it will come up. It is a bitch, and it is a pain in the ass, but it will come up.
But what
And
happens
Now,
if you don't have the tools to do that?
it,
Then what?
it's a general tool that I
now,
keep in my box.
Danny,
Yeah.
some models, the forks are removable.
Yes,
Yeah, on these newer ones.
on all of them, they're
Yes,
actually removable,
on all of them.
but
On all of them.
but on the backside, so they kind of have, like, they kind of come down like this, and you got
Yeah.
the actual fork. There is a lock pin. It's either up like this or it's in here. You unloosen that, and you got to tilt the fork out, and then you can lift it straight up. Mind you, some of those are 150 to 500 pounds.
Yeah.
Shane says uh, most of the forks on forklifts have loose forks to move them manually by hand. So you can manually move them by hand side to side, but I'd like to see you lift those forks up manually. Just saying.
They're not light.
I ain't breaking my back over that.
I've had to load a forklift where the forks were the hydraulics were seized, so I had to remove the forks. Now, what I did was I loaded the forklift up without the forks on it, and then I ran my cable under the forklift and grabbed the forks with the winch and winched the forks up onto the bed.
Think smarter, not harder. I mean, you might as well. You have that equipment there. I mean, you might as well use it.
Exactly.
Right.
I ain't breaking my back. Nope.
The only thing that you would have to break your back on is maybe lifting one end of the fork up so you can put a rope under it to choke it.
Yep. That's about it.
All right. Do we have any other questions here in the chat?
None so far.
If it's about a classic car, it goes to Theo.
That's my job, sir. I got them right there.
Oh yeah, you have it on your TV, huh?
I have the entire streaming right here, so I can see
You got
chat.
everything.
I got
That is
everything.
cheating.
You know what? You're cheating. You're cheating. That's my job. That's my show. Go fuck yourself.
You yourself with the horse you rode in on.
You know what? Go fuck you and your couch. And the
Damn.
wife's like, what?
No, I got my wife to do that.
Dude, you just embarrassed your wife on fucking public internet TV.
She loves me. It's
You
all
ain't
good.
getting none of that for a while.
Oh, you sure about that?
All right. Well, bye, Carl. Bye, Boomer. Glad to have you on the
Well,
show.
here's another thing too. So, all the tow ops that come in and join and stuff, your spouses are welcome to come in and talk and stuff like that. Be part of the family. You know, they don't have to be pushed in the back. Don't think they're wanted or anything like that. They're more than welcome to join.
Yes.
Shit, wifey throws the comments out more than most of the operators.
Yeah, she does.
So, how has our tow family helped you at? Yes, I'm talking to you.
Like, who are you
You.
talking to?
I've already asked everybody else. Now I'm asking you as an operator's partner. How has being a part of our community helped you out with your husband out there in the field?
Knowing that he has support and he's not out there doing it all by himself. He has friends that knows what it's like.
Wait, we're friends? I thought we were a family.
Family. Family, friends. No, whatever you
I
call
was
each
about to say, I
other.
need more friends in my circle.
all right, Theo. I'll be your friend.
Thanks. I have none.
We'll be your friend too. Wait, I thought I was your best friend. I
Of
felt so
course.
loved. We're not friends no more. I get it now. I think I'm gonna cry.
You're not friends, you're my best friend. Get it right.
Oh, jeez, I didn't know they brought that back.
Oh shit.
But any other questions you have for her?
Oh, not that I can think of.
Does
She's
the
like,
com-
shut up, I hate you.
Hey, Sean, does
Yeah.
the community have questions for her?
Damn it.
No, we're not gonna put her on the spot like that. I don't want to lose my best friend rule. I mean,
We don't need her running away.
she already has everybody in the damn community calling her wifey. What do you want?
She's the one who set her name up like that, so guess what?
Oh,
That's
wow.
what everyone should call her.
he did it.
Don't blame me.
So she
Oh
this
shit.
is how she
Theo,
got that
hold
name.
on. Hold on. Hey Theo.
I didn't do it.
No, I think you might want to have a talk with baby Shane.
Oh, why?
Theo needs a girlfriend. I think his hands are about to leave him, laughing out loud.
Oh, you know, Shane, my permit does carry over into Florida, so I technically can't really get in trouble if I come down there.
Oh, you're gonna come down there, huh? Well, I think we found Theo's new girlfriend.
No.
He's on the way.
Oh shit.
Okay,
Oh.
so
Okay, hold on.
Sean,
Subjects to talk about is good. Talk about topics and bullshit, but can still review the topics as a podcast goes on. Shane, go drink another beer. You're not making sense.
That's normal.
so back to you, Sean, on this. Since we started this and everything, on your point of views, what has helped you out more and everything family wise since we have started this?
Well, couple things on that. But before I get into that, back to the first subject, Theo, you're gonna get here and we're gonna have some beers.
That's fine.
So what you
Shane,
gotta, Shane, you gotta
Shane.
get drunk first. I see how this is.
Shane, I am still trying to do a vacation trip down there, so.
All right. So I mean, to answer your question, couple key points on this. I kind of go into a little bit more personal subject. I lost my family in 2014 due to a fatality car accident. I got remarried and then divorced and then, the whole 9 yards. This is the first, I'm going to say close family that I've felt like I've had in a long time. And to add on top of that, I've tried building gaming communities, with 5M roleplay servers, just random gaming servers, just to get a bunch of people on and, game. I mean, fuck, if you can't game, you got a smartphone. Fucking Xbox Game Pass is phenomenal. I mean, for $16 a month, I can get any game on the Xbox Game Pass.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And they got.
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna run out and go get it. I mean, unless you guys want to see it. But they even have a little fucking Xbox game controller that my
Yep.
phone plugs right into.
Hey, Sean, speaking of gaming community, later on we'll talk if you want to join one. We're about 75 members strong right now and growing.
So, we can look into that. But I mean, Danny,
Oh yeah.
when we first set this up, it's not going to go anywhere. Nothing I ever do goes anywhere. I mean, I'm one that I fight tooth and toenail to do what I want and follow what I believe.
Right.
I went from spending $1,900 a month, busting my ass day in and day out to live in a hotel that I very rarely got to be in. So, I mean, Danny, what did I do for 2 months to be in this camper where I'm at now?
So you slept in your truck at grandma's. I mean, every now and then you went in and tried to sleep on the couch, but I mean, you made everything work until stuff finally started lining up and falling into place to get
I
where you're at.
lived in that tow truck.
Oh yeah, day in, day out.
I would go to sleep. I'd throw pillows and blankets across the fucking seat, and I'd go to sleep. I'd wake up, I'd take the pillows and blankets out of the tow truck, throw them in my personal truck, and I'd get to work.
Yep.
Yeah, there's been multiple times when we all get in the morning time on the Discord, and he's just sitting there waking up still.
Oh yeah.
And honestly, I don't think I'd be where I am mentally if it wasn't for y'all. Don't ask me why I'm fucking playing with a fucking battery terminal disconnector thing. Maybe it's because I'm at a Mountain Dew and I don't know.
I don't know.
It's because you have ADD and you need to touch stuff.
Oh, I'll touch something,
Hands
buddy.
are
Come
always moving.
here.
No comment.
Let's see. Well, Theo, if you're down by Osceola area, hit me up. Hell yeah, I'd love to Game Pass. I got it on mine. Dude, I will fucking drop my fucking Xbox gamer tag in the fucking Discord right fucking now if y'all get Game Pass.
To answer Sean's question, Sean, I don't know what part of Florida my brother lives in, but he's like 30 minutes south of Orlando.
Who asked that question?
Sean.
Me?
Shane.
Oh, Shane, sorry.
Oh. I'm like, I don't remember asking that, did
Is that-
I?
Huh?
I'm the only one not drinking here. Like, what the fuck?
I literally just pulled into my complex.
Oh.
I literally got my guardian angel as a light so you can see my face.
Dude, I do that all the fucking time. And guys, we're kind of done with the podcast. We're just kind of kicking back bullshitting. This is what we do daily. Granted, we're trying to keep it somewhat
PG.
professional for the viewers. You know what, Theo? You can go into the comments on YouTube and you can go read that one. I'm not saying that out loud.
Say it.
So Carl says, sorry, I had a call that I had to take. You're all right, brother. You mentioned that earlier. You're good.
You're going to have to send me the link to the YouTube so I can find that comment.
It's in the chat. Link, it's in announcements, but I could be wrong where I put it.
It's in the live chat.
Oh, fuck.
You're gonna make me look it up.
He's gonna make me look it up. Yeah. You know,
Now,
I'm
is
not
that the live chat on the Discord or live chat on the YouTube?
on YouTube. You know, I'm not sure if he's talking about a town in Florida or if he's trying to make some vulgar comments. So I'm not saying that. In the Kissimmee area ish.
Oh, Kissimmee?
The way he put it is the I'm me area.
Yeah, it's Kissimmee, Florida.
Shane, I'm not 100% sure on what part, but I don't talk to my brother that often anymore.
But I mean, guys, do you have any other topics or anything at all that our viewers may want to hear, may want to know? Hey, Shane, you keep that up, and I'm going to revoke your permission, son.
Ooh.
What'd he say?
I ain't saying that out loud
I
either.
was like, wait, let me go see this.
Keep that attitude up, baby, Shane. And your name can stay like that indefinitely, motherfucker.
I mean, Mr. Steal Your Keys is going to stay indefinitely.
All right. Somebody has to alliterate on our nicknames like Hopalong Boomer, the Karen Magnet, especially Dolly Pin, and then Mr. Steal Your Keys. Let's start with that one. Why is my rookie, and I'm gonna fucking shout him out right here. Nick, if you're fucking watching this, motherfucker, which you better be here. If not,
He was supposed to bring you dinner.
yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Wait, he did it? Oh,
No,
God.
but there's a reason behind that, and I'll forgive him. But I'd like somebody besides me to explain why we voted. And again, it was a community vote of why his name is Mr. Steal Your Keys.
Go ahead, Danny.
I can't.
No.
Oh, God.
See how you're the only one not laughing your ass off. Help us out here.
Because I don't know why his name's that. I wasn't here for that.
All right. So he took the keys to Sean's truck and moved it. Am I correct? He moved it.
So we were setting up the fifth wheel attachment on the wheel lift because we just bought it. We were getting it all set up, and if you guys can't tell, I live in a fifth wheel. So we had the tow truck backed up to the fifth wheel to make sure everything was tight, make sure and kind of figure out how it works. Because I'd rather break my own shit versus breaking somebody else's, right? And it was fucking cold. Like, I mean, I want to say it was like 10 degrees with the wind chill. Like, it was fucking cold. So, me being the boss, I told him, I says, hey, the truck's warm. Go move the truck. I'm going in the house. I'm going to go sit by the fireplace. So, me and my other, I'm going to call him a greenhorn. Or a rookie. Rookie, anyways. So, you got greenhorn, rookie, and then you actually become an operator. So me and Dom came in, Dominic, which he's actually in the chat right now. What's going on? So, we were sitting here and Nick moved the truck into its prospective parking spot. And, he comes in, I order pizza because I try to, feed my crew, show them that they're a part of my family. And, he sits here, he eats his pizza, we hang out. I mean, shit, we sat here for 45 minutes to, I think it was maybe an hour and a half. And there was no calls coming in. So I had went ahead and I told Nick, and I says, go ahead and go home. I think it's going to be a quiet night. And, I want to say maybe 2 hours after he had left, we could get a call.
That's your first mistake. You said it was
And
going to be a quiet night.
You said the keyword.
we only got one call. We only got the one call. So it was still a quiet night. And, and might add, this was 2 hours later. And so I had Dom again, me. I'm going to say it. I fucking hate the cold. I sit in here in the heat and I tell him go start the truck. That way it's warm for me when we get ready to leave. He goes out, start the truck, and I'm sitting here bullshitting with you guys, just fucking hanging out, having a good time, not even paying attention to the outside world. And next thing I know, I look up at the corner of my eye and Dom's sitting there and he's like, "Where's the keys?" And I says, "They're in the ignition." He's like, "No, they're not." I says, "Oh, well, maybe they're in the visor." "Nope, check there too." "Well, are they in the compartment?" "Nope." I says, "Well, it's supposed to be a coat closet, but it's too fucking small for coats, so I fucking hang out my million keys." I says, "Well, check the closet, see if they're in there." "Nope." Motherfucker. All I have to do, I shit you not, I called this guy. And I says, "Hey, what's going on?" He's like, "Not much, boss. What's going on?" I says, "Do me a favor, check your pockets." Fuck! "All right, boss, I'll be there in 30 minutes. I says, "You got my fucking keys on?" He's like, "Yep, I'm on my way." And then get this. This is something I didn't tell you guys, okay? We're all operators here. If the boss calls you and says, come here for whatever reason, whether it's bring you keys, bring you anything, are you going to show up in fucking shorts, pajama shorts? Or are you going to show up ready to go to work?
Ready to go to work?
Mike?
Ready to go to work?
I'm always ready for work.
This
Man,
motherfucker, I shit you not.
it's fucking 12:39 at night, and I'm sitting here still with my boots on.
This
I'm still
motherfucker,
in
I
uniform.
shit you not, showed up in fucking, what do you call them, slippers. He showed up in slippers and fucking pajama shorts.
Who wears pajama shorts besides females?
We should not have named him Mr. Steal Your Keys. We should have named him Miss Princess Shorts or Princess Pajamas. Showing up like that, oh my god!
And again, might I add, it's like fucking 10 degrees with the wind chill.
Jesus.
Dominic, fuck you, dude, because it's like, fuck, what time is it? Fuck, it's 11 o'clock at night and you're now just leaving for St. George? You could have worked today. No, I'm kidding. There wasn't any calls anyways. So,
because going through my head, it's like if he would show up at my yard like that, I would be like, okay, why'd you steal the wife's pajamas?
I was this fucking close to making him get in that fucking truck and go to work anyways.
You should have.
Hey, Shane. Shane, this is why you're not in a truck no more, sir. I'd show up the same fucking way. If I'm off duty, I'm off duty.
Listen,
I'm never off duty, even on my days off. I'm still
Shane,
working.
If you're a tow operator, you're always on duty, even when you're off.
And hell, even when I'm off duty, I still have a fucking work shirt that I can put on and go to fucking work in my truck.
See, I don't have a company uniform or anything like that. I just grab my jacket, put my boots on, and I'm out the door.
So you don't put pants and nothing else on?
You walked right into that one.
I mean, I usually fall asleep on the couch wearing pants, so you know.
Well, I mean, I know when I wake up, my phone goes off. I put my pants on, then my shirt, then my socks, then my shoes before
Shit,
I walk out the door.
Shit, depending on the call, you may not have time to put socks on.
Well, you know, when wintertime comes and I get home from a call at like 1 in the morning, I just fall down in bed. I don't even strip down
You
because
know,
I know my phone's going to go off like 5 minutes later.
and see,
Danny,
I am the type of person. I mean, you guys all have seen like a firefighter show. You know how they have their boots, and then they have their socks folded up over their boots, and then they have their pants kind of wrinkled up.
Yep.
That's the same way. That's the same way I set my boots up. That way,
see
all
what
I
I
gotta do is grab my boot, pull my boot and my sock on at the same time, grab down, pull my pants up, you know, do it up, throw the shirt on, grab keys, and go.
see when I go on rotation with my police department. My boots, socks, and a pair of jeans are right next to my door
How many of
of
you
my
guys?
bedroom.
How many of you guys keep an extra set of clothes in your truck?
I do.
Yep.
Let's see
Mandatory.
here. Shane, that's not why. That is not why I'm not in the truck no more, dude. I know. I'm just giving you shit. Don't be so butthurt. Jesus.
I mean, no, Mike knows the weather that we had back at the beginning of September. That rainstorm that we had.
Oh my God, yeah.
Baby Shane's over here butthurt.
Now, hold on. During that whole period that we had that, you did not keep one extra set of clothes. You kept a week's worth of clothes in the truck for one day.
See yeah, and that too. Because normally when I know when storms are coming like that, I got an old pair of shoes that I will throw on and go fucking waist deep in water
Yeah,
and
Shane, we understand,
not
buddy. We're
think
just giving
twice.
you shit. No need to get dark. I mean, shit, bro. Come on now.
That's why you go out and buy your Dickies.
Now, I don't know about all of you other tow operators or anything, but the two pairs of boots that I always get, the EMS style with the side zip, or
Your shit kickers.
Best fucking boots money can buy. I've had these motherfuckers for 4 years. They cost me $800, and they're just barely starting to tear through on the steel toe.
they are the ones that I have on right now, they are the number one boots that I grab when I'm going out on a call.
Look, he's got some shit kickers too.
I got steel toes.
Those ain't shit kickers. You still gotta tie them up.
Not really, no. Usually I have them tied.
Go get you some real boots, and you'll never go back. Guarantee fucking it.
Now,
You know what? I
Sean,
go out in the
let me
winter
see.
time wearing
Let me see if
my
you can
shoes.
answer
It
this.
doesn't bug me.
My girlfriend's kid sat there and noticed that the bottom of my boots are flat. There's no tread, even brand new. He sat there and he asked me, Why is there no tread on your boots, or on Western style boots?" I sat there and I told him, I was like, "Well, you got to think about it. When you're out in the field or the barn and you're working all day, walking through horse shit, pig shit, this and that, do you want to track that through the house?
Nope.
That is why you have no tread on Western boots. So it does
You
not
can
pick up any of the
you
stuff.
can always tell a wannabe versus an actual cowboy. A city slicker versus a country boy.
Pavement princesses are actual work trucks.
It's all depending on the
Yeah.
shoes.
And Mike knows about it because he gets a lot of that shit up where he's at.
Like,
Oh.
Theo,
Oh,
you're in.
hold on
You
just a
said you're in
second, guys.
Hatfield, right?
Yeah.
Guys that are in the chat right now, we previously noticed on the episode 1 of the podcast that there was some volume differences between myself and a couple of the other members. How is the volume setting on your end where we're
There's
at right now?
nothing out here. Absolutely nothing.
Was that a car in a ditch?
Is that a car to ditch?
No, it's up against the curb.
Jesus.
This is a parking lot.
I looked like a ditch there for a minute.
Looked
But
like an old Mercury
There is
Cougar.
absolutely nothing out here. It is an old cougar. What do we got hiding over here?
Damn, I'm good. I don't know. Let's see.
Looks like a
Nose
Corvette.
pointed. Corvette.
A mid 90s Corvette.
85 Corvette. And there's the barn.
Fuck, I miss those days. I'm out in the fucking city now and I absolutely hate it.
There's the barn and the horse field and everything. Like I'm out in the sticks.
Fuck yeah, that's the way it's at.
You said you're what, Lehigh? Or Lehigh?
I live in Northampton, out by Bath.
Oh, okay. I know where you're at.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm in the fucking middle of nowhere.
So Shane pops off in the chat. I'll stay with my cowboy boots when I work, either Ariats, Justin's, or damn. I just forgot what brand I have right now. Wolverine, I think. That's what happens when you get old, bud.
Wait. He has Wolverines, so he bought them at Walmart.
Walmart brand. I mean, they still kind of count.
Wait,
But
I can't say anything really because these ones are
like I said,
interceptors. These are interceptors, and these are Walmart.
I mean, my like I said, my Ariats, which is what I'm wearing right now, I've had them for it's been over 4 years. They're still comfortable. They still work, and surprisingly, they still pass DOT.
Listen, the longer you have a pair of Western boots, the better they are.
I mean, I can go through the Walmart brand, fucking a pair a year. All right, guys. Well, it looks like Danny's over there falling asleep. Slacker.
No, I'm not. I'm up.
Fucking lying sack of horse shit.
He's just off camera sleeping.
No,
Looks like
I'm
I got
not.
my boots at Tractor Supply. Let me guess, Tractor Supply in the city?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I need a Mountain Dew. I think I'm going to call it a night, at least for you guys on the chat. Looks like Danny's getting ready to have a good night already.
No, I gotta take my truck back and drop it off.
He's like, fuck
My
you
other
guys.
driver needs it for tomorrow.
He's like, fuck, I want to go to bed like 2 hours ago.
I mean, it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning here, and
It's only 10
No, it's
o'clock
only
here.
10:51. It's almost 11.
But all right, guys. Oh, fuck. Danny started it. Blame him.
I did not yawn. You yawned. You've been yawning since we started
hold on.
this.
Let me take another sip.
Any other questions in the chat right now? Why I'm waiting for the chat to pop up to see if there's any other questions. Danny, so to kind of alliterate a little bit more on the question you asked me, my dad, mind you, he's not in the group, and I didn't send him the link.
Uh-oh.
My dad just sent me a text. stating that I was in your live. Hold on. I was in your live, and I'm very proud of who you are.
Oh
That's
damn!
fucking that's fucking heart to heart right there.
It is.
It is.
You know, I may not be perfect. I may not be the eldest, and I might not be the youngest. But
You sure are the ugliest.
I sure am the ugliest.
It's not mine.
No. I have gone a lot further than most of my siblings. Shane, to answer your question, when the live ends, you can go back to episode 1 or part 1, episode 1, part 1, and then you can come back and watch episode 1, part 2. But yeah, I've busted my ass. I started my first company when I was 8 years old mowing lawns. And then I worked from there, and then I turned it into a small engine repair company, and then a mobile small engine repair company, to an automotive repair company, to a diesel repair company, and now I fucking have a tow company. I do it
I mean,
all.
as long as you set your mind to it and everything, and there's bumps in the road and stuff, but I mean, you don't stop for what you have your mind set to. You just keep on going, even if you have obstacles thrown in your way.
See, I myself also am a business owner. I have my own automotive repair business. I got tired of working for people, so I
And see,
started my own.
I never got tired of working for people. I felt like people got tired of me working for them because I understand business. I understand, I look at a situation, and if you guys look in the chat right here, Dominic, he's not my blood brother, but me and him grew up together. He's been through fucking everything, or not been through, but he's seen everything I've been through. He can fucking tell you some of the shit that I've been through. And the biggest thing, like I was saying, is, I see a problem, and I just I go get it. And I try to resolve the problem. Yeah, me and my ex got a divorce, but you know what? She can still call me today and bullshit, and I can still call her today and bullshit. We mutually divorced. You know, and I feel that I am not meant to work for anybody else because they get sick of me butting in. I was a district manager for McDonald's. I was a department manager for Walmart. And as soon as you get into one of those bigger corporations of, hey, this is a problem, let's do it this way, you got fucking money pockets over here that has no idea what the fuck they're doing. No, it's fine the way it is. Who gives a shit?
See, with me, I grew up in the construction field. I've done pole buildings. I've done custom equestrian horse stables, arenas, commercial heating and air conditioning, commercial plumbing. You know, that's what I grew up in. I've always worked with my hands. And then I got into when I turned 14, 15, started getting into the cars, started learning how to fix the cars. I'm self-taught. I've had friends of mine sit there and show me little tips and tricks here and there, but everything I'm pretty much self-taught.
All right. And
pretty much hands-on.
Right. And I think I think, how do I word this? The towing industry is the best industry for anybody that learns hands-on.
Oh,
Because
absolutely.
anybody can put you in front of a cash register and say, okay, you got to push this button, you got to push this button, you got to push this button, you got to push this button. In the towing industry, being hands-on there are a lot of times, I'm going to say a good 75% of your day is, fuck, I've never been in this situation, but I've been in this situation, and this situation. I'm going to put these three things together, and this can get me out of this situation. I've been here before, just in separate times. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, where you've been in a situation all at once, but you've had the puzzle pieces several toes before.
Now, if you have been a tow operator for a good amount of time, you've heard of the company Wreckmaster.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Theo, did you know that Wreckmaster is holding a class at Mechanics Plus?
I did hear something about that.
They're holding 2 classes there. One this month and one next month. To get light duty and medium duty certifications.
Yeah, that's something I'm working on trying to get into and everything else.
So, but one thing that you got to realize with Wreckmaster is you have to be 1 and 2 certified before you can get 3 and 4, and 4 and 5, or 5 and 6.
Yeah, you have to work up.
It's just
it
like
starts off at fundamentals, and then it works your way up: light duty, medium duty, heavy duty, and then you have your specialty, your recovery, your rotator, everything like that.
Right.
yeah,
Well,
it's just
guys.
like with the industry. You got to start from the bottom and make your way up.
Yep. All right, ladies and gents. Shane's laughing at Wreckmaster. I don't know why. I don't understand that guy sometimes. But all right,
Nobody
guys.
ever
You can
does.
Well,
learn.
we've been live
He's
for an hour and 22 minutes and counting, not including episode 1, which I think was like 45 minutes, I think.
Something like
Give or
that.
take.
see
This is
nobody will understand Shane because he lives in Florida, and I call that the retirement state.
the retirement state.
Well, it is a retirement state. You get calls for old people. I don't know how to open my gas store.
Or you get
You
out of
know,
here, people locking the keys
you
in the
know,
car.
an adopted brother of mine passed away. It'd be 2 years in March. I ended up, so I'm in Utah. I drove up through Idaho into just that corner of I'll have to read that to you in a second. You know, just that little corner of Oregon, right? Those motherfuckers can't pump their own gas. It is illegal in the state of Oregon to pump your own fuel.
Yes,
Same
it
in
It's
is.
Jersey.
illegal. It is illegal in the state of New Jersey to pump your own fuel.
And I'm like, what
Now,
the hell?
now, if it is a truck stop on the border, you can pump your own fuel.
You
But
know,
I've also noticed like a lot of places won't pump diesel. We have to get out and pump our own diesel.
Yes, we do have to pump our own diesel.
so, so, Theo, Shane flips you off multiple times.
That's fine.
And then he says, I don't see no one saying, I see. I don't see no one saying, well, I'm retired now. Let's move northeast. Florida has good weather. He just confirmed to himself that it's a retirement state. He just confirmed to himself northeast. Um, hey, Shane. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab you a shovel. That way you can dig yourself out of the hole you just put yourself into.
What are you talking, Sean? You can't dig a hole. Florida's all sand. It's just gonna fill itself back up.
I guess we'll have to have a backhoe on hand.
All right, guys. No offense to Florida. We're just giving Shane himself shit. Not trying to talk shit about anybody else from Florida. Just Shane. Shane is a tow brother. He Shane, I hope you don't mind, since you put it in the comments anyways. Um, Shane's no longer an actual operator. He was one of the many that lost his relationship due to being gone all the time. Um, Shane, he is one of, I'm gonna say the one of the strongest people I know. He has a passion for towing, like we all do. It's not a job. It's a lifestyle. It's not your 9 to 5 or your 10, your 4 10s or even your 12-hour shifts. We eat, sleep, and drink towing. And, like I said, Shane sadly is one of the many that loses their relationship due to the industry.
Yeah, and I
You know,
can relate with I
and
can relate with
he made the sacrifice of passion over family. I'm pretty sure right now he's watching us sitting here bullshitting, making fun of him, and he is home with his kids. That's something I can't say. Maybe I did fuck up. I don't have my family. But Shane does. As you were saying, Theo?
See, I can relate with Shane with the relationship part because me and my ex, we have a 5-year-old daughter. I know Shane has a daughter too, and when he was on the channel with his daughter the one night. I don't really get to see my daughter right now because of COVID, and my work has been keeping me out all over the place. But I do make time once a week to at least call my daughter. And it's hard, but I know where Shane's at with that.
Yeah. And if I had you guys then, I might not be a tow operator. In fact, I might not be a business owner. Fuck, I still might be at fucking McDonald's flipping burgers. I don't
Hey,
know.
they're paying good now.
Yeah, $15 an hour.
Not as good as I'm making right now being a business owner.
But
But
I'm just
thanks.
saying, like in general, for somebody out there working,
Yeah.
McDonald's is paying good.
I mean, can you afford rent on a $15 salary? No.
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 But would I take $15 over, I'm not saying how much, to be with my family? Yeah. If somebody came up to me and said, "Hey, do you want your family back or
What are you
your
looking at me
company?"
like that for?
I'd hand them the motherfucking keys and say, "Where's my family at?" Between you guys, come here, butthead. Oh, and this fat ass. Hi. You guys are my family.
See, Sean, now
100%.
you got my wife over here staring me now and saying, "Take notes."
Ew.
Well,
But you know what, Danny? You were home, what, almost every night, correct?
Yeah, until winter hits.
But I'm saying you were home almost every night with your wife and kids.
and,
Oh yeah.
and see, one thing that I didn't catch, okay? The one thing I did not catch beforehand is, I'm like, well, I'm not working, I'm paying, I'm keeping food in the fridge, the house over our heads, you know, maybe that will be good enough. But it's the missed dates, the missed birthdays, Christmas, I mean, fuck, I can't count how many times, again, being a business owner, I can't speak for you guys being, drivers for another company, because I only did that for a couple of years. The phone would ring, and I would have to cancel a date or leave halfway through a dinner date to go do a job.
I've had
I
to.
mean, I kind of deal with it now because my girl's always like, "Oh, well, let's make plans for this weekend," or let's make this plan, let's make that plan. And I sit there and I tell her, it's like, we'll see. She's like, "What do you mean?" It's like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I have to go out. I have to stay local. This that like I have to give my boss a advance, warning if I'm gonna go on vacation or if I got plans on the weekend of this or that, so he can have somebody in my place to go out and do something, or him himself go out and do something.
So, and that was like the hardest part with me and my relationship was trying to plan something, and then when I do plan it, a guy calls out, and then I have to cover.
Right. And
And
and I now kind of get where you guys are at. Me being a business owner, I should be able to have the ability to, I mean, like for instance, you guys heard it. They called in. They wanted me to drive 45 miles north. Sorry, I'm busy.
Right?
Why couldn't I done that 2 years ago? I mean, Danny, how many times I mean, my ex-girlfriend, how many times has she called me and I've made plans with her and pretty much told everybody else, sorry, no, I'm busy. I'm
Quite a
now
bit.
now I have dealt with that side of things, realized what I have lost. I don't need $50 more than what I had earlier today than I do tomorrow. You know, I
Yeah.
mean, just in the past week, we have done a lot more than we did in the entire 9 months of our relationship. So go back in the comments, Shane. Hopefully, you don't mind me reading these out loud. Shane says, "Bro, let's see, when I was told that she wanted to separate and divorce, I left the company I was with to go back to another company to get 2 days off again, trying to fix the marriage, and it failed. But hey, I gained a better relationship with my kids when I went back to the company. Plus, I'd been given a better shift to allow me some time before work and after work."
I can relate to that because I left one company to be closer to home to going from nights to days. And then it still failed. And once she completely moved out, I went back to the other company running, God, what was I running? 14 to 16 hours a day, 6 to 7 days a week.
Yep.
That's what I run.
I'm a 24-hour kind of person.
That's what I used to do. Yep.
And unless somebody close to me, dad, grandma, ex-girlfriend, fuck, even the ex-wife, or a cousin or anybody that's close to me says, fuck, hey. I mean, even my best friend growing up, which is Dom's brother, and no, we're not going to get into that conversation. You guys already know the story.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck, there's times that, he'll call me just randomly out of the blue, even though we've had a big fight over said situation. I'm not going into it again. Um, even though that we've had problems, fuck, he'll call me up and say, hey, I got this RC car. You go get you one. Fuck it. Let's go out to the sticks and let's go fucking mud bog it. Fuck yeah, I'm game. Do I got $600 to blow on an RC car? Probably not. But would I would rather go do that versus in fucking slaving a tow truck? Yes. If if somebody would have done that a year ago, 2 years ago, nah, sorry, bro, I can't. I'm working. There has to be, and for the new operators that are going to watch this, there has to be a balance between work and family. And if you're an owner operator, fucking listen to me, dude. You're doing it wrong. Sorry. They got home time. Get in the fucking truck and run it your goddamn self. Sorry. But not sorry.
Yeah, like I've talked to my boss already, and like I have a 12-year-old little sister, and I've already talked to my boss the first week I started working for him. It's like, look, I said, if my little sister wants to come with me in the tow truck when she's not at school or something like that, I said, you got a problem with it? Because if you do, I'm gonna find another company that's not gonna have a problem with it. Like that's my sister. If she wants to be with me, then I'm gonna be with her.
And Nick, I don't know what he's doing right now. He's not even in the chat. Nick, so to give you guys and everybody who doesn't already know the situation, my greenhorn Nick, the one Mr. Steal Your Keys, okay, I actually towed his vehicle, okay. So him and his son, actually I think it was him and his entire family, they were broke down on I-15 northbound. Luckily, they were able to get another ride and get back home safely. I towed their vehicle up, or picked their vehicle up, and I towed it back down to their house. And he's gonna kill me for this, but I want to say he's 6 years old. You guys can help me out with that. I think his son's 6 years old. And this kid was just fantasized of the tow truck. So I made sure that the safety chains were off and the straps and everything was in neutral and everything was ready for him to walk over. And I told him, grab the red one and push it down. He was able to unload his dad's truck and bring the bed up. And then his dad's like, hey, I can do that. I says, well, fuck, you want a job? I'm hiring. And well, guess what? The motherfucker, I shit you not, that fucking quick. He went in the house, grabbed his boots. He had an old reflective jacket from his previous job. And I shit you not, that motherfucker rode in that truck with me that very same day.
Yep, he did.
And he's like, hey, boss, when my son gets older, do you have a problem with him riding in the truck with me? No, as long as A, B, and C is not going to happen, you're fine. And you have to let me know when he's in that truck, because when he's in that truck, you're not going to go into any highway calls. You're not going to go to any accidents. You're not going to, I'm not going to let that happen. Because it's my job as a business owner to keep you and your family safe. My dad, he runs with me on the occasion, and I kind of hope he's still watching. I don't know. But we ended up having two calls come in at the same time. And they were literally, pickup were literally, I shit you not, less than half a mile away from each other. Their drop off was like a mile away from each other. What would you guys do? You guys would pick one up, throw it on the fucking bed, go pick the other one up and throw it on the wheel lift, okay? So the first one was a minor accident. And I say minor because I think it was a minor fender bender, broke the radiator, they couldn't drive it. They were already gone. We went and picked that one up first, and then the second call was I-15 northbound. This is the first call my dad had been on as far as a highway call goes. And mind you, this is, I don't know, 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. All of us have been there when we're on the highway. It's all muscle memory. You don't even fucking think. You're focusing on traffic, and everything's just fucking muscle memory. You know, I'm pretty sure you guys have all had a moment that it's a highway call. You get in the truck and you, oh fuck, that's over with. Shit, did I do A, B, and C? And then you start remembering and actually picturing you doing something, even though you physically did not see yourself do that. Yeah, that's done.
See, what I do on the highway calls um, is I'll get the vehicle up on, and I'll use my wedge cable to hold it down, and I'll put maybe one or two wheel straps on, get off the highway, and restrap.
Right. So this particular call, I had already had one on the deck. It was the wheel lift. Okay.
Okay.
2 straps, safety chains. Even if maybe in this case they might have been Bluetooth chains. I don't know. You know, it's all muscle memory. Mind you, this is the first call my dad has had being on the highway. Sure, he's helped people on the highway with out of fuel and you know he's been broken down and certain things like that. So he kind of got the general idea. But he's sitting here trying to talk to me about the job or you know how we can maybe you know speed things up or you know watch out for this car that I already seen coming a mile away. You know, it literally, and I shit you not, it scared the shit out of my dad of how I'm not paying attention to him or what I'm doing. I'm focusing half a mile up the road of the cars.
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
and he ended up coming home and telling his girlfriend and grandmother, he's like, I don't see how he or anybody else does that because that literally scared the shit out of me. And you know, when I heard my dad say that I scared him by the job I do, it fucking got to me. It's like, oh fuck, am I in the right industry?
Now, I've gotten
Prime
this
example.
question.
Hold on a second. Let's hear this.
Now,
Citywide towing.
I've gotten this question by a few customers. Now, Theo, I'm pretty sure you've gotten the question. When you're doing highway pickups,
Apologize. We're unavailable this time for that
why
area.
do you use the driver's side controls and not the passenger side controls away from the cars?
Do what? Sorry, I had a phone call.
Okay, so when you're picking up on the highway
Yes.
with a rollback, why do you use the driver's side controls and not the passenger side away from the oncoming cars?
So why do I do it that way?
No, I got asked that question by multiple
Oh,
customers.
so
I
I'm going to tell you the reason I do it and see if it maybe works for you guys. Even though we're going on 2 hours of a fucking live stream here. Cool. The reason I do it that way is because I would rather be able to see half a mile up the road and project what's coming towards me versus being on that side where you got my tow truck, this disabled vehicle, and a fucking concrete barrier. I can't see past the disabled vehicle. A car could hit the disabled vehicle, go up over the fucking tow truck, and pin me against that concrete wall, and I'm fucked.
wall, guardrail, wire, ravine,
A bridge is
whatever.
100 feet in the air. Yeah. Let's see
I would
here.
like for me, I would rather see and have the option to avoid getting hit rather than oh shit and it already be too late.
Yep. You know, and have you guys ever been on the side of the highway, freeway, whatever, loading up a car, and a damn semi blows a tire right next to you?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I have not had that happen.
I legit, and I'll be fucking honest with you, I legit had to change my pants. I shit myself.
I have not had that happen yet. Thank God.
When those tires blow, oh yeah.
You know, fuck. I mean, you're already your tensions are high because fuck, you're on the side of the highway, you know, and boom, it's like I gotta go home
And
now.
when we're picking up on the side of the highway, people think that that's a big shoulder. When you put a rollback on that shoulder, we are on that white line.
Yep.
Well,
yeah.
Mike, you know how 309 is.
Bro, 22.
Yeah. We got no shoulder. Our half of our truck is sitting in the middle of the slow lane.
And see,
Yeah.
that's a lot of the way I-15 here in Salt Lake is too.
Oh yeah.
Because 90% of Salt Lake's I-15 is a big, long bridge.
See, 22 is known for accidents. Correct me if I'm wrong, Theo. When a tow truck gets called for a breakdown on 22, they hope and pray another company gets it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's a lot of times that I'll get certain calls from certain companies for 22. And mind you, from where my base is at to where 22 is, it's about a 45-minute ride. Just because of companies do not like that roadway. It's just like around here, companies do not like 309 or 476. It's a pain in the ass.
And just like here, I mean, I would rather work I-15 all day long versus Highway 201 or I-80. But to go into the comments again, let's see here. Where do we leave off? Shane says, me on the highway or intersection calls. I get them loaded. I do a securement on the rear passenger and driver front, and that's how it gets towed. It's federal DOT approved, secured for every 10 feet of the load. Laughing, crying face. I do it on the driver's side. Oh, I'm glad we know what
4
side you do it
points.
on.
Car
See, what
needs
I-
to be 4 points.
See, here's what I've done for highways. I used to live at, Mike, you will know it. I've dealt with 95 and Route 1. I used to live down in Lower Bucks.
Yep.
Starting off, I was told of how my other drivers that I've worked with done it. They'll load it up, throw a J hook underneath the back axle, get it off the highway, and then do a 4-point strap.
And see, with me and rush hour traffic or in a bad stretch of road, I'll load the motherfucker up on the bed. I'll throw a safety chain on each front corner, and I'll get off the highway. Only reason I'll do it that way is because, like I showed you guys the other day, I have like 10 to well, not, let me rephrase that. I have anywhere from 2 to 5 exits per city. You go down a mile, exit. You go down another mile, exit. You go down another mile, exit.
See, our exits here in PA are 2 to 3 miles apart.
Right, and I mean there are some that are that way, but like I said, we have fucking. I mean, look it up. We have exits like every mile to 2 miles. Continuing on, I do it on the driver's side of the way I secure. I grab my J-hook chain on the driver's side, go to the passenger, hook it, tighten it, then the driver front, then get in the truck and gone. 5 minutes, I'm gone, depending on the speed of the bed. 3 to 4 minutes gone.
Okay. Now here's a question for Shane. Was that Shane that said that?
Yeah.
Okay. You said you take your J hook, put it on the driver rear, and hook it to your passenger rear, your rollback. All that is going to do when you hit a bump is pull the car towards the passenger rail of your bed.
So, Dominic, my greenhorn, says it sure is, but it's whack as hell. Shane says I'd rather work any in all highways in Orlando except 14 LOL. I mean, I got no problem working any and all highways in Orlando other than 14. And the driver do it on the driver's side comment is control topic. Sorry I didn't specify. Well, no shit, Sherlock. J hook on the passenger rear of the bed for securement. So I'm wondering if he's referring to passenger rear and driver front of the
That's what I
disabled
think.
bed.
That's what I think he was talking about.
That would make sense. Because the way it was worded that you read it, it sounded like he said that he would hook the driver rear and put it on the passenger rear of the bed.
So to repeat that comment, I do it on the driver's side of the way I secure. I grab my J hook chain on driver's side, then go to passenger side, hook it, tighten it. So yeah, that's the way he worded it. But I think yeah. So he says yeah that's it. Sorry, I'm getting a headache or headache getting to me.
It's understandable. We all get break
I
parts
just
and
I just wanted to make sure that that's the way it was written and not the way I read it. Because I
But it's
mean,
also 1:30 on the East Coast, so
yeah. Well, guys, we are going. I mean, fuck it. If you guys want to go another 9 minutes and just fucking bullshit, let's do it. But I ain't going past a 2 hour fucking stream.
I mean, I got 5% left on my phone until I plug it in. So, fuck it.
Oh.
I mean, I
pretty
gotta take my truck back at midnight, so.
So, I
I'm
mean,
pretty sure you
and
guys got the fucking notification saying my phone was low.
not yet. Probably, but I haven't paid too much attention to it. But I do have to get to the gas station before 12 before they close. We got enough time.
We got enough
So,
time.
I mean, here's the biggest question. Your favorite go food, whether it be fast food, whether it be gas station food.
I always stop and get like meat sticks, like Slim Jims,
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. Because one, they're fucking delicious. And you get your protein and everything, your energy and stuff, keep you going and stuff like that with them.
And see, as far as like a go food in that nature, I like the fuck. I can't remember what they are, but they're like the little fucking protein trays. They're almost like a Lunchable. They got diced
Oh
meat, diced
yeah.
cheese, and like I think they're a cracker or a flatbread of sorts.
Those are
But
amazing.
I would have to say Mavericks barbecue ribbed um, little pocket thing. They're almost like a McDonald's McRib mixed into kind of a hot pocket. Danny knows what I'm talking about.
Theo.
Yeah.
Speedway.
We got Speedway too.
Speedway food.
You get to jump.
I don't really do Speedway.
Dude, their fucking pizzas are shit.
I do more Wawa.
And see, I like Maverick because Maverick has changed over the years. You know, they got an entire like fucking bakery, fucking make it. You know, what is it? What is it? Ready to order to be made or ready
What,
to
Speedways?
order, whatever the fuck you want to call it. No, Maverick.
Sure. I don't know the junior things.
I mean, you can order a personal pizza, and I mean it's like $3 to $5, and it's fucking 5 minutes.
What's up? I'll send you the link in a little bit.
Shane says, combos, pepperoni combos at that or
Why, you want to join it?
They just fixed and remodeled the outside that's brown. And the white. Yeah.
He also says, or the chicken Caesar sandwich from Wawa.
All right, now we're doing a live podcast on YouTube.
Yeah, but you know
Hi.
what? When you're going all day and everything, you don't have time to stop when you're backed up on calls, okay?
Hi.
Hi.
Especially when you're...
Theo, are they not going to say hi?
It's my roommate.
I mean, they can still say hi.
Okay, well, Joe, the guys that I'm talking to who says hi.
Put them on blast.
Ready? Do your special hi, hon. Do your special hi, Joe.
Fuck. Oh, shit.
He is also...
Oh.
He's just over there gaming.
Oh, fuck. All right, well.
Windows.
He's cutting out now. Windows 95.
Clear.
And Shane, from or not? Yeah. Shane says, "I make time to stop or I get pissed." Danny, this one's for you. As a business owner, you ain't good to me. Pass the fuck out. I don't give a shit if they have to wait another 5-10 minutes. Get yourself something to eat.
He's still trying.
What's going on, Theo?
That's why usually I have a little lunchbox in my truck when I leave my house in the morning.
I did not just kick him.
But no, like I was saying, usually I have a lunchbox in my truck when I leave my house in the morning.
He's back.
Snacks, crackers.
Hopefully he's not Windows 95 again.
He's half robot.
Joe, what's up, bro? Long time no talk, bud. I'm hoping.
All right, he's more like Windows 7 now.
I'm hoping I didn't miss a comment because I'm only seeing one from Shane and Dominic. So Joe, if you're here, welcome. So, all right, guys. Well, we're 1 hour and 58 minutes.
7 times.
Thank you for being here. Shane.
Hey, Sean, I think Theo's drinking your Mountain Dew.
They need to buff this fucking smack thing because.
Where's mine at?
Down one.
God damn. Hold on.
Where
if you want one, take one.
It doesn't work like that.
We need teleportation.
Yes, we do.
So Theo, before Shane rats on me, I kicked you because you were Windows 95.
That doesn't make sense.
No, I know.
Okay.
I reset it to Discord.
So he's like, Windows 8, bro. Windows 95 was so much better.
Jesus.
No, cause
Oh,
that crazy hard. It's just fucking.
Shane says hi to your roommate.
That's your right. You're probably gonna find.
Okay, Joe. Shane says hi. He says hi back.
Is it any of the guys who used to,
So
Daddy Shane.
Shane
Yeah.
commented, "Joe, what's up, bro? Long time no talk, bud." And I thought maybe I was missing a comment. And he comes back and says, "Joe's Theo's roommate. I know who he is."
Yeah, because Joe was on when STMO was around.
Oh. So
But yeah,
Shane,
Shane
you
once.
need to you need to quit counter predicting yourself or counteracting yourself. Oh, I'm gonna tell him you kicked him, and then he says, "I ain't no rat. Snitches get stitches." Just like he confirmed earlier that Florida was a retirement state.
And he's
Oh.
gonna be digging that hole for a long time because it's gonna
Right.
keep filling back up.
All right, guys. Well, thank you all for coming to the Toe Talk, the Toe Talk break room with all of us. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully, you guys take something from this.
Good time.
It's not an easy industry to get into, but it is very, very rewarding. But it is also very, very risky. Without further ado, everybody, we've been going for 2 hours. Much love. Appreciate y'all being here. We will catch you on the flip side. Much love.